Good morning, President Riseley. Welcome to District 1970 from Portugal. How are you today?
Thank you. Good morning to you. Everything's fine here.
Thank you very much to be with us. It's a great pleasure. Directly from Australia. I think you are in Australia now.
Indeed, yes.
An important question, President Jan. Have you ever been in Portugal?
Oh, for the fabulous convention you had there, and a couple of other occasions, yes, enjoyed it very much indeed.
Thank you. So let me send you also this invitation when it's possible to come to Portugal again and to visit us. We'll be very pleased to receive you.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to being able to travel again like everyone else, and Portugal would be a lovely place to visit.
So thank you very much. We have a surprise for you, a little video with a few seconds that we want to share with you.
Thank you.
Without a plan, we can't hope to advance. A new vision and a new strategic plan is like a GPS guiding us on the way in the direction we want to go. Finally, let's look at Rotary leadership 10 years ago. Now, and 10 years into the future. Having looked at the past, the present, and the future,
Dear President, I think you remember those fantastic words. The past, the present, and the future. Thank you so much.
Indeed.
I will keep with you in Portuguese to our Portuguese fellows also understand me and in my natural language. And I give you the word to talk us about something I know it's important for you, the environment and all of these changes that we are suffering in our days. I'm going to sit here and listen to your wisdom words. Thank you, President Jan.
Well, thank you very much for the invitation. And you are having, I see from your program, many speakers. So I, at your request, am happy to talk about Rotary and our environment and what we can do about that. Unlike our General Secretary, I speak no Portuguese, so I rely upon interpreters there, but I will do my best to speak slowly and clearly. So thank you. In your hands. Yes, you're right. I have a strong interest in the environment, have had since I was extremely young. And it is a lifetime commitment for me, which is why when I was president of Rotary International, I did seek to emphasize, as one of the emphases, caring for the environment. Following in the leadership of the great Brazilian president of Rotary International, Paulo Costa, in 1991, when he had the fabulous program, Preserve Planet Earth. But Rotary had done nothing really since then to emphasize the environment. You may recall, I asked the Rotarians of the world to plant just one tree for every member, just one. 1.2 million members, 1.2 million trees. In fact, we believe it's somewhere over 4 million trees, and what's more, trees are continuing to be planted by Rotarians around the world. And I think that's important because there's no doubt that Rotarians support environmental projects just as they did support my tree planting initiative. And I heard President-elect Holger talking about younger people just before I came on. And he emphasises, as did his predecessor, Mark Daniel Maloney, and his predecessor, Barry Rassin, and me, we all like to emphasise the importance of younger people. And younger people support working for the environment. There is no doubt about that. Also, surveys have shown that non-Rotarians believe caring for the environment is one of the top priorities that we should have in what we do in our Rotary activity. So last October, incoming chair of the Rotary Foundation, Ravi Ravindran, and I think you're having Ravi talk to you in a short time, he moved at the trustees of the Rotary Foundation. He said that he wanted the environment or issues relating to the environment to be included in our areas of focus for foundation activity. And that was unanimously agreed by the trustees last October. We need to credit Ravi with that great leadership on this issue, this very important issue. The trustees unanimously agreed, and they formed a task force to determine how we should involve the environment into activities in regard to the Rotary Foundation. There was a task force. This is Rotary. We have lots of committees and task forces. I happen to have been asked to be chairman of this task force, and I was honoured to do so. We are putting our report forward to the trustees in 4 weeks' time or 3 weeks' time at our trustee meeting. And at that stage, the trustees will, if they agree with us, decide, and they will agree, decide how we will have environment incorporated into the areas of focus. There are lots of projects and programs in support of the environment that are ideal, absolutely ideal for Rotary clubs and districts. Renewable energy is one example. Waste control, including recycling, is another one, and we do a lot of projects of that kind here in Australia. And of course, tree planting. We know tree planting is nice and simple. So there are a number of projects that are possible to be done, and there is great enthusiasm in the Rotary world for doing projects that relate to the environment. To use Holger's theme for next year, Rotary opens opportunities, and environmental projects can certainly be one way of doing that. You have Chair of the TRF, Gary, and incoming Chair Ravi speaking to you today, I know. But let me close by saying how important it is to support the Rotary Foundation to ensure that it is our charity of choice, and into the future, it will be an avenue or a vehicle for which we can do projects in support of environmental causes. So I urge all of the Rotary leaders in your district to embrace the concept of environmental projects. And thank you, obrigado, for inviting me today.
Obrigado, Presidente Ian. Nós vamos desenvolver efetivamente iniciativas ligadas ao meio ambiente e, sobretudo, esta mensagem que nos trouxe, essas 4 milhões de árvores que foram plantadas por rotários e que, no fundo, o Presidente Ian representa aqui, no fundo, as raízes desta árvore solidária que é o Rotary. E para nós é importante termos exemplos, termos também histórias como esta que realmente nos levam a pensar que o futuro será de abrir oportunidades. E o meio ambiente, por aquilo que estava a dizer, é uma causa que não está terminada e que tem muito por onde enfim, muito por onde se fazer, digamos assim. Thank you, muito obrigado por ter estado connosco, foi um prazer enorme, espero em breve, quando pudermos viajar, poder recebê-lo cá em Portugal, no Distrito 1970. Deixo-lhe um abraço, Rotário, e muito obrigado por ter estado connosco e até breve, Presidente Ian Riseley. Obrigado.
Thank you very much, and best wishes for the year to come. It'll be an exciting time for you and all of the Rotarians throughout Portugal and throughout Europe to have Holger as your president, and good luck for the year ahead and your leadership.